Fatigue comes from the anemic part, and that gets to be a problem because in the middle of the afternoon, where I used to go out in the morning, and I always start early in the morning because I could work through the heat of the day if I started early in the morning. But regardless, in the afternoon, the old bar just shuts down. And I hate to say this, but I have to watch my driving because one time I was sitting at a stoplight and I went to sleep waiting on the light to change, and when I woke up, everybody behind me and on the side had gone. They didn't blow the horn. I guess they said, leave him alone, let him get his nap out. So I have to watch that very carefully. You just have to learn yourself, and once you learn it, you just deal with it and keep going. Well, at the time of the surgery, you're faced with impotence, and of course, with the hormone treatment, you lose your libido, so you lose your desire. The other physical part is incontinence because they normally damage the specter muscle, and then there's another nerve that controls the urinary functions that's sometimes damaged during prostate surgery. And so I have to make sure that I drink plenty of water and keep my kidney emptied. And I have to go easy on the fruit, but I love fruit. So, I'll eat a couple of oranges, and I have a problem, I can't just eat one. So I'll eat a couple of oranges, I'll do a couple of nectarines, a couple of peaches, and then for a couple of hours after that, I have a problem. But you just have to watch what you do. I'm not at a point now where when it comes, I have to go. I can hold it. So I know all of the places where there are convenient bathrooms which are generally available, so you don't have to wait in line, cross your legs and your fingers and stuff. But those are just some of the things you have to deal with. Now, I have found that you don't know when you're depressed if you're the one that's depressed. Unless, of course, you're very anxious or angry or something like that. Otherwise, you go along and you don't really know you're depressed. And I learned how to tell when I am. And the story is I was walking one morning and I had a pain right in the joints in the crotch area where when you move, when you're walking, it hurt. And I went to my doctor and he couldn't figure it out, and so he sent me to a physical therapist, and I got 6 sessions of physical therapy. And so I went, and when I went, I had it, and when I left, I had it. My brother-in-law works for a funeral home in South Carolina, and I was down at the funeral home with him, and they have a rack full of pamphlets, and one of them was depression. And I just saw the thumb through there, and I just read. And one of the symptoms was pain that has no origin, that don't go away, or that goes away and comes, but has no explanation. And so I said, well, I wonder if that's what this is. And so what happens now is that whenever I don't know if there are any others, but when I get that pain, even though I don't think I'm depressed, I know that my system is in a depressed state. My name is Harold Bowling. I'm 70 years old, and I'm a prostate cancer survivor.